On July 18, 2019, this day has solidified itself as one of the most grimest days of this year. One of the most tragic events that have happened in recent times has struck Japan. Kyoto Animation, home of multiple renowned anime series, has fallen victim to an arson attack. 41-year-old Shinji Aoba used gasoline to torch the main studio, killing 34 employees and leaving 35 others injured from the incident. Kyoto Animation, known more often as KyoAni if you haven't heard yet, has animated many popular anime series from the likes of Violet Evergarden, Chuunibyou, Haruhi Suzumiya, Clannad, and many more. Its distinct animation style and visual has managed to stun millions of anime fans around the world, including me. From my view on this case, I have one simple question I wish I could ask the suspect of this incident. Why? I just don't understand. What is the resolve behind the cause of such an incident? After the fire, while the suspect was apprehended by the police, he spoke about how his work was plagiarized by KyoAni. If that was the case, then why turn to such a destructive measure? There are so many other ways this problem could have been resolved without involving the lives of innocent people. And yet an arson attack is the choice that was made. Why? Quoted from the chief executive of KyoAni, Hideki Hatta, "I'm heartbroken. It is unbearable that the people who helped carry Japan's animation industry were hurt and lost their lives in this way. These people did not only serve their nation for the greater good, they also helped brighten up almost every corner of this world with the anime we loved fondly. What did they do to deserve such a treatment exactly?" I remember that roughly 1 year ago, that the first KyoAni anime that I picked up was K-On! That was around when I initially started to grow an interest in anime. I enjoyed every single part of the show. I understood why many people praise the show for its distinct cuteness, its openings and endings, and how easily you can get attracted to the characters interacting with each other. Heck, Azusa was one of the cutest beings I've ever seen in my life. K-On! Was one of the pioneers of animes and its tropes during its time. And of course none of these things would have happened without the combined efforts of the employees in KyoAni, which is why so many people are devastated to hear this news. The legacy that Kyoto Animation left since its founding in 1981 was a legacy that not many animation studios in this generation could easily replicate, let alone outshine it. The studio had managed to set the foundations and standards for the anime industry to grow to what it is today, brand themselves as a studio that has consistently produced so many stunning, eye-catching animes that will leave its own separate legacy that many animes will have to follow for time to come. And it's scary to think that this studio is not even remotely at its peak yet. Imagine all of the ideas for future animes that will be released under Kyoto Animation, only to be lost to one of the most devastating incidents in Japan's history. This incident will inevitably affect both the country and its entertainment industry. If we are talking about monetary value, the loss KyoAni suffered was priceless. Thousands of drafts, illustrations, storyboards, data from the computers were lost in the file. There is no way we can do anything about that. No amount of money will be able to buy back the creative minds of the employees and the art they have been pasted graphically and on paper for so many years. It is just not possible. Upcoming shows that was planned by Kyoto Animation will have to be postponed to later years to come, assuming that they can even recover. This incident will not only affect the studio itself, but also many animation studios around Japan. They would have to tighten up their securities following this incident, and also address certain issues that they will have to solve. And imagine the stigma that will be developed on Japanese people after this incident. It would just add all to the fire that has been burning for so many years in Japan, known infamously for its work culture, no overtime pay, its hierarchical working system, the nasty technique bosses used to pressure their workers, all for a low salary pay. It's so sad to just even say it out loud. However, As the saying from Dean Koontz go, even in the darkest moments, light exists if we have faith to see it. The anime community truly has done it again. The amount of support this community has given to the incident is so commendable that it makes me proud of being in this generation of anime lovers. Few hours after the incident, Sentai Filmworks, a US licensing company, created a fundraiser in GoFundMe called Help KyoAni Heal. With the sole purpose of raising money to help the KyoAni team during its time of need, in just 24 hours, it has managed to raise $1 million worth of donations due to the help of supporters from all around the world, and it is still increasing by the day. By the time I am typing this script, the fundraiser is about to break through the $2 million mark, and I'm just speechless to think of the support given. And that's not the only fundraiser made for KyoAni. There is a direct donation link to Kyoto Animation bank account, and within 48 hours, it has made a staggering $5.5 million thanks to the Japanese supporters. Besides getting support through physical money, the company is also receiving community support from the internet. Many videos dedicated to KyoAni has been made, from AMVs to videos talking about KyoAni's greatest achievements, including this video. Many AniTubers are showing their support by creating videos dedicated to Kyoto Animation. That just shows how much Kyoto Animation has emotionally impacted the internet, its fans, and its very own nation it has founded in. It is a very bittersweet story. To conclude, what the Kyoto Animation fire actually impacted is something that is unrecoverable. As the employees of KyoAni are starting to get back to the work environment, they would have to work even harder to regain what they have lost in the fire. No matter what, this incident will solidify itself as one of Japan's most tragic incidents ever occur in this century. However, with the dedicated anime community and support from its very own nation itself, we can always spread out our hands and reach for the support Kyoto Animation needs now.